At our meeting this morning, we will study one aspect of educational management, namely is educational planning. So the title of this meeting or the title of our theory is about the importance of educational planning. So next. So about educational management. What is educational management? Do you know what the meaning of educational management? So next, educational management is the process of developing collaborative activities of group of people to achieve predetermined educational goals. And the process of controlling these activities includes planning, organizing, actualizing, and monitoring as a process for vision into action. So, educational management is the art and science of managing educational research to create an atmosphere of teaching and learning in the learning. In the learning, so process the students are effectively able to develop their potential both having spiritual strength, intelligence, noble character, and self-control, good personality, and other skill. So in educational management, there are many process and stage of the educational goals can be really achieved. For the topic of our discussion today relate to the importance of educational planning. So educational planning becomes a relevant application of a systemic analysis of the educational development process with the aim that educational is more effective and efficient and in the accordance with the needs and objectives of student and society. So planning itself contains the formulation of action, yes, of action to achieve a result according to the aims and objectives. Planning becomes a decision on what will be done in the future. So planning must be able to be dynamic, sustainable, and flexible. So next, what is that? Management function. So do you know management function? What management function include? So next, number one is planning. Number two is organizing. Number three is mobilizing. Number five is controlling. So I know that you know management function is include planning, organizing, mobilizing, and controlling. For the meaning, planning, organizing, mobilizing, and controlling, I hope you are know that of the meaning in the step by step. Okay, next is educational planning. So what is educational planning? Do you know what does educational planning? So number one is planning. So planning is the process of systematically preparing activities that will be carried out to achieve certain goals. So planning is like this. So what about educational planning? So yes, educational planning, it is a process of preparing a set of decisions for future activities directed at achieving goals in an optimal way in the overall economic and social development of country. So it have a planning mean, and it have education planning mean. So next, the purpose and use of planning. The purpose and use of planning. So number one is encourage leadership from top to bottom. So the planning in an organization will push top leadership down, so it will be easier to evaluate and make it easier for leader to coordinate. So number one is easier for leaders to coordinate. So number two is assist in monitoring the progress of planning or control. So number two is control. Yes, the main control is who can assist and control these plans that have been set. So number three is helping leaders deal with future development. So where this will make it easier for leaders to project plans that are able to face future development. So the purpose and use of planning is 1, 2, and 3. So next is planning procedure. So how about planning procedure? Oh yes, the planning procedure is have what, why, who, when, where, how. Yes, number one is what, what is example, for example, is what to do if a teachers in an educational institution has how competence. So teacher in educational institution has low competence. So then the follow-up action is the supervision of teacher. So because in an educational institution, teacher has low competence. So for for this, then the follow-up action is the supervision of teacher. So next is why. Why for from the supervision of teacher. So why supervision for teacher needs to be done. Number three is who should contribute to supervision activities. So maybe teachers, maybe headmaster, maybe um, uh, and another people in school, in the institution. So number four is when. So when will the supervision activity be carried out in the school or in the school, in the institution, or an other temple. So next is where the supervision where the supervision activities are carried out. Where. So next is how is the supervision is carried out. So what, why, who, when, where, how. So next is planning steps. So wow, planning step is number one, fix the problem. Planning steps are number one is fix the problem. Number two is look for completed information related to activities. Number three is analyze and classify information. Number four is determine the plan and consider the obstacle. Number five, oh sorry. Number five, determine alternative plans or solutions if the plan is successful. Number six is choose the proposed plan. Number seven, arrange the order and time of the plan in details. Number eight, checks the proposal plan. So why is educational planning really important? So from some of the previous material presentation, we can conclude that um, educational planning is really important things to be done by school institution to provide direction and guidance to educational staff in order to lead to change and good goals and has a low risk. And so from this meeting, thank you for your interest and intention to willingness to learn about the material that I provided. I hope the knowledge we learn become useful knowledge. So thank you.